There's something so Canadian about hockey, it's a real source of pride.
As is the Canada Science and Technology Museum, which just reopened its doors after a 3-year renovation project. Our Ottawa Bureau presenter Shelby Travers stopped by to check out some of the new accessible exhibits.
Gabby Trepanier is the accessibility advocate for the Canada Science and Technology Museum. She agrees to show me around, starting with the new Medical Sensations exhibit.
It's all about how doctors and medical personnel use their 5 senses to diagnose. So right now we're standing in front of our touch wall.
Okay.
And it's covered in 3D printed body parts.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah, so right now you're touching a pelvis. And below all of this, we have a game. So there are boxes that we can't see into. And we have 3D printed models in there, and it's can you guess it without seeing?
Let's see what this one is. Okay, so right now I'm kind of feeling like a round ball with a bunch of little like squiggly lines in it, and it's got a bit of a line in the middle. So I'm gonna guess this is a brain.
And I'm gonna open it up, and you are absolutely right,
Yes!
It's a brain.
Awesome, high five.
High five.
Yeah.
Nice work.
The new museum contains many experiences for all levels of disability.
In the exhibitions, it was a combination of encouraging teams to make sure that everything was gonna be some variation on multisensory so that it wouldn't always be just an appeal to the eyes. And then the specific standards that meant that, you know, we'd have knee clearance for people in mobility devices, that the color contrast was high so people with low vision could at least try to read some of the text, that there were tactile experiences, that we were simulating all the senses so that everybody, and we really mean everybody, gets something out of the visit and gets something memorable and fun and interesting to do.
And Gabby tells me why she is so passionate about accessibility.
I have generalized dystonia, so I am a person with a disability. I've also seen people in our museums not being able to engage, and that really breaks my heart. So when we started this project, right from the get-go, we wanted to make sure that the environment would be as accessible and as inclusive as possible.
The Museum Director General, Christina Tessier, explains the changes that happened over the 3-year overhaul of the museum.
We looked first at the base infrastructure and how we could improve it, so simply just getting around the museum was going to be easier for people. And then it works into how do you rebuild exhibitions to make them more accessible. And so this isn't just for people that might have sight impairment or hearing impairment, people in mobility devices, and also cognitive impairments. We still have work to do. There's still more pieces we want to layer into what we've done. We've been moving pretty fast on the project, and so we're excited to now continue to meet with these communities and to hear how we can improve the experience on the museum floor.
And while lots has changed, the mandate of the museum has remained the same.
It's to drive and inspire curiosity and a sense of discovery in Canadians, and in particular young Canadians, about science, technology, and innovation, and how important it is for Canada.
My curiosity is certainly piqued as Gabby takes me to the Sound by Design exhibit.
Okay, Gabby, so now that we're in another room, do you mind kind of like explaining where we are and what we're checking out?
Sure, so we are in the Science and Tech Museum's Quiet Cube, and it's an anechoic room, meaning that it's a room that eats echoes. So our walls and our ceiling have these specially designed triangular panels.
Right.
And the way that they're laid out actually traps echoes, so it doesn't let the sound bounce around. So you can feel it as soon as you walk in. It's a room that doesn't have normal sounding environment. Instead, it eats sound.
Oh, I definitely heard that. When I walked in the room, it was instantly like my environment changed. And for me, being someone who doesn't have sight, I really rely on my hearing, and I just didn't have that. So it's very disorienting and really cool to experience.
Yeah, it's really unusual. So we wanted this, we're in the sound exhibition, and so we wanted to have a place that was without sound, for you to understand that sound is part of our environment.
Before I head out, Gabby shares with me one of her favorite new exhibits.
So we have what we're calling the Adaptive Access Story, which is in our exhibit on the Great Outdoors, and that features people who have designed technologies for themselves and also for people with disabilities to allow them to get outside. We have someone who managed to climb a mountain, a sit ski, and an adaptive kayak. That story really reaches me on a personal level because of my past experiences and how much sports for people with disabilities can really contribute to well-being and having a community and being fit and strong and living life to the fullest.